folks. This is May 26th inside the dome at the Bear Park Permaculture Center. Going to take you on a quick tour of this space. You can see some of our starts shelves that we hang seasonally inside the dome. Got some of our winter crop remaining here. These are beets, red beets and golden beets. We have a very large fig tree in here. It's loaded with figs everywhere. Big ones, and you can see some very small ones that are starting as well. So they're going to just be coming on throughout the season for months. They are so good. Pick them when they're soft. We've got carrots here and some calendula, tomato. Those are new grapevines that we propagated from little sticks, basically cut from the original plants. We've got rosemary all over the place in here. These are some that were removed from other areas and put into pots. Some succulents, more tomatoes, spicy oregano, succulents around our climate battery outflow. The climate battery pulls in air from large vertical tubes here, pulls in the warm air. It's based on a thermostat, and drops that heat and moisture in the soil, and then over here in the outlet the air comes out cooler and drier. So right now it's serving as a cooling mechanism. It can be a heating mechanism as well. There's an artichoke. And it does that by having it kick on when it's getting too cold in here. And the ground maintains about a 55-degree temperature. So if it's, literally freezing, getting close to freezing, which we don't usually let it get that low, but it will pull heat out of the soil. Heat always moves from hot to cold. So if cold air is blowing across, it's going to pull the heat out of the soil and bring it in. These are all grapes that I've been showing you. They are everywhere. They've really taken off this year. So you can see they're all over the wall, going up onto the ceiling of the dome. We've been training them up that way, and they have really set on a ton of grapes this year. We did much better with our soil amendments this year, and the grapes seem to have really liked it. We have a peach tree. It's got peaches on it. It bloomed super early because it was warmer in here than outside. We have a huge tomato trellis. You can see how the tomatoes, these are indeterminate tomatoes, which means that they just grow taller and taller, and we grow them up this twine, and you trellis them just by wrapping them around the twine as they grow. The entire trellis is pretty large. I'm backing up here in the dome. You can see it's a pretty large structure. Got, I think it was 36 tomato plants under there, growing up the twine. I'm going to turn so we can see the herb spiral in the middle of the dome here. Now, it's got a lot of borage in it right now. Borage really draws the pollinators in. These beautiful bluish, purplish flowers are super yummy. They're sweet, and it also tastes a little bit like cucumber. They're great on salads, and they make a beautiful addition to appetizers and things like that. So we're looking kind of over where we just came from. So I'm going to pan around again here. There's our plum tree. We had a chipping sparrow nest in that tree last year and have little babies that fledge. They were flying in and out of the dome doors that we had open with just a grate closing across them to keep people out, but not flying insects or birds, as it turns out. So those are our little grate doors that we can lock and have the other doors open. So I'm cruising around the back side. This is the east side, really, of the dome. I say back because it's back from the entrance door. We have a lot of peppers in here, a lot of different basil. There's chard in here. The peppers are doing super well. Cucumbers are starting to set on some little cucumbers. We're gonna go up these chains here. Cucumbers love to climb. And we've been training some over on this final side of the dome that we're going to look at to go up a chain as well. So we're using the vertical space in here as well as the horizontal space. The climate battery just kicked off, so it got a little quieter. This is a poblano pepper that overwintered. Last year was really unhappy during the winter, but it stayed alive. It just looked like kind of peaked, but it did great coming back out this year. The leaves look awesome on it, and it just is creating a ton of peppers. So I'm wrapping up over here on this side of the dome. You can see from the main entrance the other side of the herb spiral and the circular path around that space. We have a teaching board in here, a bunch of stuff we're always working with. Here we have a nopal cactus that has been blooming for the first time that we've had it. So that's really kind of exciting. It's an edible cactus, so we're gonna find some things to do with that as well. It's going to be very interesting. This sweet alyssum at the entrance, the white flowers, they draw predatory wasps. So we plant those near both entrances. We only planted them in 2020 and they have continued since then. And that is just a great thing to pull in those beneficial insects. That's lemon balm, otherwise known as Melissa officinalis. It's a wonderful plant in the mint family. This is another one here. And I make tinctures out of those. It's a calming tincture. I think this is a plum tree of some sort that we got from a friend of ours at the Central Rocky Mountain Permaculture Institute, Jerome Osentowski, wonderful permaculturist. We have mustard greens. This is a lot of chard. We have more cucumbers that are coming up out of here. They're going to go on these kind of trellises that we connected to the ceiling. And the mustard greens are here with this red on them. They are lovely on a sandwich. Taste just like mustard and are very nice and crunchy. So I think that is about it for our brief tour of the dome. So we'll walk over near the entrance here. We've had students do a lot of different painting in here. Super exciting stuff. Welcome in many languages. And then on the back door we have goodbye. So welcome and see you later. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Thank you.